Alright guys, I've uncovered a pretty major issue. So, whenever you modify something, this goes for about everything in life, and you make something stronger, what happens is the next weakest link in the chain is what will break next. So twice now I've done this and I confirm it, but I believe there's so much power in this upgrade that's instantly at the tires, right? That the tires themselves are upgraded as well. PMT, very grippy, so they're gripping the road pretty hard, and we're actually spinning the motor so fast and hard with so much power that it's slipping the bead on the tire. And so when we do a burnout, basically our motor spins a little bit faster than our tire for a split second, and it slips. It pulls out the valve core, basically. It basically rips your tube right in half. Good morning.
Hi there.
This is finally at the level where tubeless tires actually matter. That's probably going to be the next upgrade on a scooter like this, is that you need to get hubs that will allow tubeless tires. Now the temporary fix for that, since I obviously don't want to just go buy hubs with tubeless tires, that's kind of expensive. Might be talking, you know, $500 at least for all that. The short-term solution is to put baby powder all over inside of your tire, completely coat it, and coat the tube. And this will allow a little bit of slippage. The tire will slip a little bit when you peel out, but because of the baby powder, it won't tear the tube, and it will in fact slide. So obviously that's one way we can work around this, as well as maybe turning the power down a bit. Right now we're at 10.5 kilowatts, so we could turn it down about 25%, try out around 8 kilowatts, and see if we can eliminate this problem, because this is the second flat tire I've had from this issue. And it's basically on days when I was out testing, you know, full rips. Man, it's a beautiful morning out here. Now, I get it, this is not a problem for most of you, but this is the kind of problem that you need to know about if you're going to do this Ubox upgrade, because you're going to rip your tire beads right out and end up with a flat tire if you don't know about this ahead of time. And I'm hoping this baby powder solution will work. We'll see. I'm not going to do any burnouts today until I'm like on my way back home, really close to the house, because then, you know, I can walk it if I get it flat. But I do want to make sure, you know, that this issue is solved so that you guys don't have this issue going forward if you do decide to go with this Ubox upgrade on your Yumi or on your equivalent other scooter. Obviously, it's a fantastic upgrade. It can give you so much power it literally rips your wheels off sometimes. You just got to be careful about doing the burnouts, you know? I think you can pull on it. Just don't burn out. I think that's where the issues start arising. You know, I love my split rim tires. I love them. They're so easy to change. The tire or the tube, I literally did it 45 minutes last night, barely even broke a sweat. Like, I love split rim, but I do think tubeless is better. And so I do know Mini Motors makes hubs that are tubeless and split rim. So that's obviously the ultimate best of all worlds if I could get some Mini Motors hubs and just run that. Look at how sweaty this biker is. Oh my. Old school versus new school, man. I think I actually know that guy. He's an old professor guy at the business school. Oh, it's riding real nice. I've set my PSI down to 40 now. Apparently that's where it's recommended. So I know I was following some advice from Facebook, but I don't think that's the best advice. So I can't blame the tires for having too powerful of motors. So the PMT tires themselves are incredible. I think It's obvious that the tires are worth the money. The real question is it worth it for everybody? Because they do seem to be a lot better for racing, obviously, and the thing is, not all scooters are really meant for racing. So if you have a slower scooter, maybe it only goes 25, 30 miles per hour, you're not going to get all the advantages of these tires, just because I think that they're built for on the track. But that depends, and I say that depends because allegedly they last about 2,000 miles. Now I'm not totally sold on that, because mine are probably halfway gone already, and I've only gone maybe 300 miles. So maybe on a light user they'll be worth it, but once again, if you're racing it, right, taking turns really quick, stopping really quick, peeling out, then you're going to end up using the tires a lot quicker. So it really depends on your scooter if this is going to be worth it for you or not. I think obviously if you're racing, you want the best of the best, it's a no-brainer, you buy it, right? But what about everybody that's commuting, and then it comes down to a dollars per mile thing, right? So those regular nylon tires, they'll last about 1,000 miles, give or take. I can get a little more if I want to run them down real low, but 1,000 miles we'll call it. So these cost twice as much as those. So to be equal, they would have to last 2,000 miles, right? Which is what the claim is, but I don't know if anybody's really ridden them that far, to be honest with you. On your left, let's check the tire, see if it's still holding there. Seems perfect. Check the back one. Yeah, they just don't like doing burnouts. I'm telling you, it spins the motor right off the beat. So I think if they last 2,000 or more miles, obviously it's a no-brainer. You buy these every time. If they last between 1,000 and 2,000 miles, it becomes sort of a give and take there. You know, is it worth paying more for you personally to get a bit better ride quality? Because it is better. It's better over cracks, better handling, better stopping, better high speed, better balance, better all around. It's better. But that doesn't mean that the regular tires aren't usable. And so at the end of the day, you got to decide if that's going to work for you, paying a little bit more for some tires that are better, right? It's not like they're essential, but they're better. I think if they last less than 1,000 miles, then they're mainly for track people. You know what I mean? If you're a commuter, you don't want to end up paying a lot more for tires if they're not going to last longer, because that's the biggest thing with commuting. You want longevity of your tires. It ain't so much about perfect traction around corners going high speed, right? So for a lot of you, yeah, these tires, they don't make sense, and they probably will never make sense just because they're double the price. And I get that. But for everybody that, you know, wants a little more comfort in their life, you want a little better ride all around, this is it. The PMT tires are it.